Welcome to G4X. The day is finally here. It is time to unbox the Nintendo Switch. This is the grey version. Before we get into it, we'll just take a quick look at the box itself. So here's the front. Let's flip over to the back and then we'll check out the sides. Nothing particularly interesting. Let's go for the top. So here's the top, lovely big Nintendo logo with a massive attention sign there. So let's flip it over to the bottom. Again, let's spin it around. Just a bunch of jargon. And on the sides, image there, you can see you've got the Joy-Cons hanging on the thing. Then you've got the actual console. And just a bunch of images of the console itself, really. And then again, loads of gubbins. Let's get straight into it. So you have to lift this little flap here. And it just, ta-da, comes undone like that. So first thing we should check out, actually, I think the first thing we should do is remove that and see what's underneath. Ooh, lots of goodies. So you've got your instruction manual, which I presume isn't anything very interesting. Then what looks like a controller, which I assume is the controller grip for the Joy-Con. Yep. Interesting. Feels smaller than the Pro controller. Let's get a closer look at that. So here's a closer look at the grip. You've obviously got your little areas where the lights light up for whichever player number you are. And this is the solid black plastic version. The one that has the transparent version has a USB-C at the top to charge your controller. Okay, let's see what else is in here. So on the left we've got the HDMI cable, pretty standard. Then we've got the charging cable, and as far as I know, this cable, let's take it out, if we can get it out. There we go, throw that to the side. This cable is a USB-C, and you can plug it into either the console itself or into the dock. So let's see what's next. Next we've got, the little slidey things. These are the things that go onto the Joy-Cons. We'll try those out in a minute and we'll get a closer view. And then last but not least, if I can get it out, the dock. Let's take a look. We'll look at all of these things closer up in a second. There we go, there's the dock. Let's get closer in on the dock, check out a few of the other things, and then get right into the console. So next we got the actual dock, and you can see it's kind of not embossed, but somehow printed onto there. It's not 3D in any way. Let's have a look at the back. The back there, Nintendo logo, says HDMI. Your cables come out of this section there. And if I can flip it open, you can actually see AC adapter, USB and HDMI out, and then you've got a lot of spare space there for something. Let's have a look straight down there. Let's get a closer look at that. So you can see straight down there you've got the USB-C, and then just here there's like a little kind of nubbin of plastic that helps guide the console in. And if I put my hand down there, there's also, you can see, if I just turn it that way, you can see there's like a rail there as well. And then on the side there's these guiding kind of, they're just solid plastic, these guides at the sides. Don't know if you can see them. There you go, you can just see the outline there. And then on the side we've got the USB slots, and it tells you when it's connected to the TV and it lights up in green. Nothing else. And then on the bottom it's got the information and the little rubber stands there. So let's move on to the next part. So for those of you who want to know the specs of the charger, there they are. You can pause the screen and take a look. It's got the nice Nintendo logo on there, and then you've got the USB-C connection, if you can see that. So now on to the system itself, and we'll start with the Joy-Cons. Let's take the right Joy-Con out and we'll zoom in on this puppy and take a look. So there we go, we've got the right Joy-Con there, and you can see the shoulder buttons. So when you hold it, you press them like that, unless you have the one of these things, which we're going to try out in a second. Let's have a feel of the buttons. They are small. They do feel like the Vita buttons, but a little bit bigger. Thumbstick, again, feels like the Vita, but a little bit higher in respects to sort of the distance between there and there. And it feels a little better and bigger than the Vita ones, as well as slightly higher. And then you've got your home button, your plus. Let's feel the trigger on this thing. Let's have a look. Trigger's not actually too bad. I was worried it was going to be too short that way, but it's actually not too bad. It doesn't feel too bad to press as well. It's not as good as the Pro controller, obviously, but still pretty cool. Let's take a look at the left Joy-Con. Okay, so we're lefting it up now. There's the capture button. Again, shoulder buttons. These buttons actually, I know they're supposed to be the exact same size as these ones, but they do actually feel smaller. I know they're not, but they do feel smaller for some reason. Thumbstick feels really good still. Again, the shoulder buttons, I would have to have that thing slotted on the top to try this out. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. I will say the left one actually feels way more easy to hold like this if you were going to play an arcade game. Much more comfortable than playing with the right one like that. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so I wanted to try out one of these with one of these. And I know it's got a little switch on so that you can, that's the lock button, so that you can lock it into place. So let's see how easy these are to slide on. Oh, that was very easy, and it clicked into place. How do you lock it? Lock button is up. Yeah, up. It doesn't feel like it's locked into place. There we go, now it does. Okay, let's try that. Now it's all coming together. That feels so much better. Okay, that makes more sense now. If you want an idea of like how big it is in your hand. I've got slightly larger than average hands, and that feels fairly comfortable now that I've put this thing on. One thing I want to try is putting one of these onto the grip. I know it's completely pointless, I just want to see what it's like, so let's try that. So let's just check out what happens when we slide the Joy-Con onto the Joy-Con grip and see how it feels as a controller. Okay. Interesting. Well, you know, people say that this is too low down, and I tend to game a lot with sort of that ball of my thumb there anyway, so that actually feels, you know, sort of go from button to thumbstick, just feels fine. There you go, you've got the whole sort of shebang there as a controller. It actually feels quite comfortable, I have to admit. Yeah, as a controller, not bad. Okay, so I tried it out. This will not fit on there whatsoever. I don't think it works. No, it doesn't work the other way around either. And the reason being is you can see this little arch that runs down on either side. It just simply stops you from putting that on there. I know it was a silly experiment, but you know, you've got to try these things, haven't you? So let's move on to the console. So right off the bat, it's not heavy, but it feels dense and sort of slightly metal and hard, and you know, it feels like a quality item. So there's the top, there's the bottom. I don't know what these, oh, those two slots must be where it fits into the dock. And let's take a look at the back. Sorry, I've got hand marks all over this. It's very hot under these lights. So there's the stuff on the back. That's the air vents, and this is the little kickstand everyone keeps complaining about. Came out at a bit of a push, I'll tell you that for nothing. And there's where you put your micro SD card for storage. And I've probably got marks. Yep, marks all over the screen. We'll boot it up in a second. So before we booted this thing up, I wanted to just have a look at some of the finer details. This is where the game card goes in. You can see all the way inside. And that weird sort of bit on the top there. Then you've got your headphone jack, which I don't know if it's for a headset or just a headphones. That's an air vent at the top there. Come across to the volume button and the power button. And then on the bottom, we've got the USB-C, a couple of screws, slots for slotting the whole thing in. Then obviously you've got your storage section for your SD card. And these are what the rails look like close up down the sides. There's a lot of screws in there. Okay, so I've attached one Joy-Con. And I'm going to slide this one on just so you can see what it's like. Very simple, nice click there. And then we're going to turn the system on and see what happens. There we go, instantly on. Nintendo, nice Nintendo Switch logo. And the nice little click there. Ah, hello, English. Yes, please. Oh, the touchscreen feels very light. You don't have to touch it very often. Now, I'm going to just reduce the light a little bit so you can see the screen better. There we go, that's better. Now you can see the screen properly. We'll click on Europe. Please read the important information carefully. Yeah, we'll do that later. Searching for networks. We'll just skip that for later. Okay, location. Well, I'm definitely not in London. I'm not even in England. The day. Okay, let's fill that out. It is the 3rd of March. No, March would be the 3rd. 2017, and I don't know what the time is. It's 11:58 AM. Come on, 58, find you, god damn it. There we go. Okay, you can enjoy Nintendo Switch on a larger screen by connecting to the TV. We'll do that later. Detach the Joy-Con controllers. Okay then. To do this, by the way, there's just a little button on the back of the Joy-Cons, you can see right there. And we're going to detach the other one. There we go. That was me just being clumsy. I'm sure it's not that clumsy when you do it. Go to next. Okay. Use the console with the Joy-Con controllers attached or detached. Choose the control style you prefer, then continue. Okay. Set your icon and nickname. Okay, so let's just do like a mock-up account. So let's pick a picture. I will go for that one from Zelda. And nickname, Sparrow. Don't know where that came from. I don't even know if I've spelt it correctly, so there we go. This user will be updated to the console, Sparrow. Okay. Additional users. How many can we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, skip. Nintendo offers you options to create a safe play environment for your child. No, we want to skip that. We don't want parental controls, not for me at least. Setup complete. Okay, now you can press the home button to open up the home menu. Okay, I'm doing that on here, by the way. There you can see. And there is our Sparrow home menu. Okay, so to play a game, you click on the game there. There's no game in at the moment. Let's see what options we've got. News, obviously you need to be connected to the internet. eShop, internet, album, need to have taken some pictures. And then you've got your controller options, your system settings, and your sleep mode. So there you go, that's the basics of unboxing the console. So that's it guys for the unboxing today, but there's plenty of more videos to come on the console and comparing the Joy-Con grip to the Pro controller and other controllers and stuff like that, so please subscribe for those other videos. If you found this video interesting or helpful in any way, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching guys, really appreciate it. Have a great day.